What are your plans and how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your lover? Becca Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex. Coming this 9 to 16th of February 2023. Miniaba, with a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Free, Atlantic's Water Park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and the yacht party. Now for you, yes, also the romantic dinner party. So package winning yeah, 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person new will be each dime back one. Nasa one kwana person would die at 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi, have fun with love.
Everybody check now. Check it, fact check it, fact check it, check it. The beat is real, don't wait make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fact check it, fact check it, fact check it, green select glucometer. Fact check it, sugar level, fact check it, fact check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Man is already seated. The hype in the door so crowded. As they would say, what to the wo and what baby a cuckoo. Putting in a pump for you now. This seat, all right, so this is the man we are talking about, Derek. Money everywhere, bruh.
MC.
Now, 69, 99 and others, no. Yeah, why should I bought one man?
Are you talking about the tax?
Yeah, the tax.
Yeah, now no, I said that I'm on my app, I'm on the tag. Yeah, so when the moment you see me, I pick my Android phone, 99 others.
And others.
Automatically, this time I agree until this time, it's me and bear 1K and others. So, Shannon, so me friend, Facebook, I get a friend.
And this is the first time I ever use your platform, is right?
Yeah, and I made announcement as well.
So,
yeah.
Derek Money.
Yeah, MC very much.
Mr. Money Everywhere. Alright, so Derek Money is a vlogger. And Derek Money Everywhere, he's been one of the biggest friends I have in the industry, and he's very good when it comes to blogging. And man of Akwaba, Chamo, young barrister is still with us, and we want to enter into the business. And young cop Jali, one of the finest musicians. Make us a dancehall. Chamo saw you dance right?
Yeah, but he's been mixing with other things, but basically
dancehall. Yeah. And also by profession, also police.
Yeah.
Hello. What's your name? Hello. I like that song. I like that song.
Yeah,
and,
it's a good song. It's a good
Magdalene. I lady that need you man no say. Then you person follow no. Na mo boa na you no ekoso. All right, so Yambra Jali, this is what he is saying. Or should I say Ghanaians ye pampa the SSS. When I talk about the SSS in my own words, make us say Sakode, Shatawale, and Afe so no Stonebwoy, ye pampa mo too much. You put them to the top level, as in the A list, and they are still there. As some kind way, but then I have Chamo, I have Young Barrister, and I have Derek Money Everywhere. And there is a video to it. Send Okan, because me no mu your cop near could see Send Okan, na ya Yabahasi, near bet discussing ye more. Timen could be a young face by bet was
about the high grade, the shatter movement, the how you call it, Stonebwoy kind of movement. I did mention Rescue Queen there, Boom, and I mean I was just calling for my space out there. Like, can you look at me too for who I am, for what I do? I mean, don't always be leaving it amongst the top threes. I mean, if we equally have the chance, we can also rise to the top. I mean, so why not? Give that space, give that level platform, and then let's all prove our worth. You know what I mean?
You know, these names have proven to be that hard in that industry.
I think they've been pampered a bit.
Really?
I think. I think. Honestly, in other jurisdictions, an artist travels, COVID comes in, you are stuck there. By the time you come, there are multiple of artists that you cannot even, you will always have to come and compete again to find the space. But unfortunately, in our country, people, I mean, have been so protected, like they can go stay no matter the years, come back and still occupy the #1 spot. It's not challenging enough. I think we are not challenging them enough.
The challenge needs to come from the emerging ones or the industry players.
Well, if it was just like going to the studio and building a good song, I don't think it would have been that difficult to take someone from the #1 spot. But here we go. It's a whole industry on its own. You have TV stations in there, you have radio stations in there, you have bloggers in there, you have, and then it looks like everybody has been directed to look here. Finish. You are not being allowed to turn. Kind of like you don't have your own neck, or you don't know how to turn your head around or something. But I think we school to have head on our own, to be able to read on our own and have understanding of our own. So likewise, once an A-listed artist is getting premium there, if I'm a younger artist you've never heard before, you hear my song and it is that good, that classic, I mean, I merit to be there. I merit to get a follow-up again. I merit to be monitored as an artist too. I mean, we level the playing ground and then the competition will be there. But as an independent as I am, as a young artist as I am, I don't have the thousands or the millions that certain A-listed artists kind of like find favor in. There are people who support our A-listed artists, you know, like don't even mention my name, this amount of money to support whatever, or this or that or that. We don't get it like that. So already on that side, the field is not leveled. Okay, so we are struggling. And rather unfortunate, you go to...
Okay, so this is Jali. So person who now not too lonely. Hello. What's a minka? Mia. Frawana do you know? I don't make person who say, oh yeah. So what is a new way? And Chamo, Mr. Starting so this is what Jali is saying. Ghanaians. Yeah, pampa the SSS not for no do. Stoneboy Sarkodie Shatawali. Now all share the instances are all money, the COVID ne, all that kind of what do you have to say about this?
I think many you know journalists now interview now may question the follow-up will be define pampering in this case. Like okay say yeah pamper or ma, what do you mean? Say eti ho nyehwe na so ba near from some kobo we new artists they won't call you. Better come answer or the bema. But the point is only Asembia can complain or and I understand that thing. I mean we have people in this world who complain about everything. Yeah. But they won't get in and fight. I mean there's nothing like those people that he's mentioning. I mean let's call Shatawali and ask him. Say yeah pampana obi hu. Yem pampana so obi hu. Shatawali yes. Shatawali kwa timikura beka say media munyi na akra mu ba bi call no wakato. Na obi aye pampano or no so can be actually media. So looking at even the things that A-list artists need be canon. A comment be on making it say this can't be true. Okay. Yeni Shatawali in 20 na yenkofa Sarkodie not long ago said that the media, the journalists here in Ghana, the local media, put pressure on him so much. Say or not so cry catch him say you too go international. I know no one international because he feels that the media is putting a lot of pressure on him and others, other musicians. Meanwhile, the media is not taking that same step. Into be a year pampano, he won't say that. So when you even Stonebwoy at some point in time also said something similar, as in there are some people in the media that he feels that they are against him or they don't do things for him to say that hey, you guys are on my side. And like all of them, almost favorites, the musicians, they are people that they work with. They are people that they think that they are against them and all that. It's all over the place. I mean, even the young musicians coming, some of them feel that they have some people helping them and others against them based on their interest and where they want to take their career. So first of all, I disagree with him if he says that we are pampering the A-list musician. No, this is how the system is, and the A-list musician, they have worked hard enough to get there. It didn't take them one day. Shatta Wale went off for about 10 years and then came back, and the pampering over him. And the time now he went off, no, or he wasn't, we were not seeing him, no. He was still working. One day Ba said, now I'm here. No, he was working his way to come. And then good for him, or fortunately for him, he came out and now he's big. Now you can consider Shatta as A-list artist. The same thing with Sarkodie. Sarkodie will tell you, even going to the studio crowd, or Ben 90 from Tema to Circle, and then Wafaka appear to so. Could appear to say, oh, my bread, no abako. You can listen to Sarkodie's 7 miles or something, Achimota, something about that. And then you see things are become you work your way to get what you deserve. I mean, that will rank you in the, you know, the A-list artists, we don't have any category for them. We don't have something that is there that when you do this, when you do that, when you do this, then we will put you in the A-list artist. There's nothing like that. It's automatic, or it's social construct. Like we now, based on your competence, based on the things that you have done, we think, okay, I think you have done enough for us to say that you are competent to be called a big star or a big artist. Some people will start pushing that thing on you that Charlie, this guy is big, based on his influence, based on things that you have done. Then you become an A-list artist. You'll be at the top of the competence hierarchy. And that competence hierarchy, you need to be constructed. It is based on how you function in the society and how people see your work based on your functions or based on the things that you do. And the people like Shatta Wale, Sarkodie, Sammy, Stonebwoy, they have worked hard enough for people or the society to recognize them as good musicians.
Okay.
And they're different almost. So the same thing can happen to Jali. When you play the game, I like the fact that he said that talent is not enough. You can go to the studio, get a good song, and you will still not be a A-list artist. Why? Because you need more than just a good song. You need to have a good team behind you, also doing other works, pushing your works, going for shows, how to treat people when you meet them on and all that. Before you become an A-list artist.
Okay.
And there's no rules about it. Just work hard for people to recognize your competence. Okay. So he should just be as good as anybody, and he will get there. But pampering them there, I disagree with him. I think it's way off. It's not true.
Okay, all right. So that is Chemo's point on Jali's issue, and we would like to move straight to Young Barrister and then ask him of his opinion. Same way, be a part of the show. Numbers in the good screens in this one. Just send. Do you agree with him? I mean, the Jali, no. When they are doing, and as when Chemo, the first submission, so no. Young Barrister, Barrister Yintio, I want to understand. What Chemo said, or if I should repeat, he's doing his best as in Jalid, but then his effort hasn't gotten to that place yet. Chemo, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree with Chemo, or you think Jalid in this space is doing wonders, is doing good, but then just that Ghanaians, the SS Sack or the Stone Boy and the Shatter, so we don't see the rest down there?
Jalid is doing well. In his right, he's doing well. He's just a student who wants to blame his other colleagues for being the best in the class. Like you enter a class of 25 people, and there is that 2 students who always top the class. Then you find someone who probably is a newcomer complaining why the teachers are always having these people as the best. I want to understand the pampering that he used. This music scene, the A-list as we call them, the top there, I said is so open for anybody to enter.
Yeah.
No one has blocked anybody's chance. No one is sitting on anyone's right. And it is nobody's right to also be there. It is nobody's birthright. If you work consciously to be there, you would automatically be put there. You get it? These musicians that he has mentioned that they are being pampered. Pampered by who? The industry?
By the industry people.
Or the fans of these musicians? You see, if we start having this conversation that musicians are being pampered by the industry, then we will always be getting the discussion wrong. We will always be getting the discussion wrong, because these same musicians are putting a lot of effort, and they are all crying for investors to come in and help them push their craft. So if someone like Stoneboy, who has worked, we saw his beginning. We can go back and revisit when Stoneboy started his journey. There were times that even at a point when he was following Sammy, he wasn't even getting platforms to mount.
Yeah.
He was begging, virtually begging, to even be given 30 seconds to even introduce himself on stage. He was not getting that.
Yeah.
But that alone did not even stop him. He worked his way out and got the opportunities that he is enjoying today. Similar with Sarkodie. You the crazy, you the like. We saw Sarkodie in there. Okay. But have you seen his growth, his transition from like that? He has.
I just said it.
Yes, he has transitioned himself to a finest rapper on the continent.
Yeah.
You get, and you cannot come in and say that someone who has worked his and paid his due is being pampered. If it shows that he's saying that people check repertoire, event organizers want to have that caliber of musicians on his show that can give the numbers. So will you put Jalid as the headliner, as against Stone, Samini, Sack, or Shatawale? It will never be. He will rather come as a curtain raiser. But most of them feel like because they have just one song that is doing so well, they have every right to compete with the big guys. And he made a scenario that when a bigger artist goes somewhere, all that they need is a photograph and stuff like that. That is the person's stardom. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know where his argument is coming from, that they are being pampered. He should work. You can't just release a one-hit song and feel like, okay, I have made it. I'm now a big artist. I should take the same amount as Stone or Shatter or somebody is taking. No. Some of them are not even ready to sacrifice. You see, they keep on saying that the industry is favoring some of these people.
Yeah.
These people used to play free show for some of these industry players that were then event organizers. I know for sure that some of these big musicians played free shows with maybe some corporate bodies because of their relationship. So if, let's say, I've played shows for you as an event organizer, me as a musician coming up, and I've played several shows for you for free. Going forward, if you get a gig, aren't you going to call me and say, yo, bro, there is this big show somewhere. Because of the relationship between you and I want you to, give it a try.
Yeah.
We have heard Shatawale saying that most of the people that give him gigs is Bolare. This is Shatawale, who has played S concert with Bolare for several years. played Ghana meets Nigeria, you don't even know the connection between Shatta and Bolare. So today, if Bolare gets a very big show, he's going to call Wale and say, Wale, no, I think you deserve this because of the relationship you have. That is not pampering. That is relationship. That is connection. So if you don't have that, build it up. Let your team or your management get working. If you don't have people around you, look for people to work for you. Yes, we know that the structure here in Ghana is not working, where we have labels that are well equipped and well resourced to manage musicians. So if you're coming up, you either look for your classmates or your best friend to become your road manager, your business manager and stuff like that. And it's working for people. So he should rather sit down, do his homework, and make sure he come out and compete with the other guys. Nobody has stopped Blacko from reaching up there. Blacko is also called. Yes, if we go for the Artist of the Year card, are we saying that every year is always Stone, Shatta, and Sarkodie? Are we saying that? No. We have people who are always competing with these big guys, and these big guys are also doing, like, they are doing a lot of work to be there. So you cannot just come out and say that they are being pampering. Stonebwoy is out there working. Sammy Sack is releasing his album on what? On Friday. On Friday.
Yeah.
Because of what? Because you want to be there.
Yeah.
So if you want to kick him out, then let your work shows, and the top is too big for everybody to be there.
Okay, the topic's too big for everybody to be there. Only if you're an artist, or only if you are a musician. If you want to be there, is there for you. Now let's move on to Derek Money. Bruh.
Very well.
Tagra. King of tags.
King of tags, Tag Nation.
Oh, Tag Nation.
Tag Nation.
He's the Tag Nation president, King of tags. Bruh, Yenti also side. Diana, the lady came. What do you want to say?
Let me say, Jali Dakasa, and then I think he's conflicting himself with pampering, hard work, effort, and determination, and creativity. Because when he combines these together, it makes him to become a confused artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for once, if you think somebody is pampering somebody somewhere, you have to sit back and look at the hard work these people are putting into their craft before you can say we are pampering them. We are all in an industry whereby when we see the hard work and the effort you are putting into your craft, everybody gets to understand exactly what you mean. That helps you to position your brand very well. All these A-list artists, we did not nurture them. They came out from their own creative space to become who they are today, with their effort and then hard work they're putting into whatever they are doing.
Yeah.
We are all here when Black Sheriff was suffering within. That's an underground artist. Within a space of a twinkle of an eye, he's now recognized as an A-list artist, whether you like it or not.
Black Sheriff.
Yes.
We're considered an A-list artist.
Oh,
As it stands now.
obviously, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of how fast he's growing, that clearly tells you he's putting in much effort and the hard work with determination. So if you sit down and then you look at the scope of Black Sheriff moving from that underground to where he is right now, and you say Ghanaians are pampering him, look at the works he's putting in. So I think Jalid needs to go back to the drawing board. If he wants to be pampered as he's saying, we are not pampering anybody, but we are looking out for their good works, their creative works, their effort they are putting into their craft. That's where we are raising the bar for them, to position them into the space he thinks we are pampering them. But I will say boldly, we are not pampering anybody. If he wants to be pampered, he needs to put in effort, hard work. Because when he released the song you are singing, if he continued to release songs, hit after hit, by now, he'll be recognized as an A-list artist. But Owilizi 1, 2, 3, no, he felt the industry have accepted him one way or the other. Then he relaxed. Due to him relaxing, he later realized that no, these people are going and I'm left behind. So the moment he's left behind, he thinks we are pampering them. Let's come down to this Asaka boys. They raised to fame with their craft, style of singing. We automatically accepted the genre. If not to how everybody is trying to claim ownership of the genre. By now, Asaka could have been a genre which has been accepted by the world. But as it stands now, look at where the Asaka is. But when these artists were emerging, they were putting in much effort, much creativity in their craft. So the moment you put in much effort and creativity into your craft and build your brand and position your brand very well, automatically the masses will accept you. So I think that is what he's describing as pampering. Because they build their brand solid, position it very well to please the whole public. Not in Ghana alone, but internationally. So with such stance, when you look at such artists, you always give them the applause whenever they are performing. Whenever you are billing an artist to perform, you want artists that will appeal to the audience eye. Artists that the public will cheer the artist up or the artist up. So with this instance, if you don't put in much effort and hard work, how are you going to get all these materials within your space?
Okay, so in your conversation, I mean, in your submission, you are trying to mean Jalid Akanakakra when it comes to hard work.
Yeah, Jalid Akanakakra pa or Jumaye, because as it stands now, you ask Chemo, Jana Benoye. So as an artist and you don't know the exact genre you are doing, then where are you going?
Oh, he knows. He knows he's a dancehall artist.
He knows he's a dancehall artist. Fine. To him, he's a dancehall artist. But to the listeners, what are you doing? At times, you don't do music for yourself. You do music for your listeners or your fans. So at times, you can bring out a song and your fans will determine the genre of the song you are singing. But to you, you may think you are doing Afrobeat. You are doing reggae. But to your fans who understand music, who have music ears, will tell you this song you are doing, this music you are doing, this is the genre. And automatically you fix yourself or you chip yourself into it, then you are good to go. Because the moment the fans accept you, you are good to go. So Jalid, he's trying to raise points that we are trying to pamper the A-list artists, which we are doing. We are doing it because they are putting in much effort, hard work, determination, creativity. Automatically, when you combine this to your craft, you get the nod. And this is what the A-list artists are getting. Whenever any event organizer is organizing a show, look out for all these. So if you are an artist and you are not packaging all these, remember you remain wherever you are. And if Jalid does not take care, he's going to be where he is. I'm not trying to maybe shade him, but I'm just trying to raise bar that he needs to put extra effort into his craft. Do more so that he also be pampered. I'm wondering, if he is an A-list artist, will he say he's being pampered?
That's a big question, though.
Yes, if he has raised the bar to that level, will he say he's being pampered? He will say it's his hard work that has positioned him there. So why is somebody there and we're saying the person and the people are being pampered? I think he's getting the whole conversation wrong. He needs to go back to the drawing board, do his homework very well if he wants to be pampered as he's saying. Creative-wise, effort-wise. Sit down, know where to position your song, know where to do publicity, promotions that will fit into your craft. Know where exactly you are going as an artist. Because one thing I always say, if you are doing something and you don't discover yourself very well, you not get to wherever you are going. Because you need to discover yourself, who you are, what you are doing, the craft you are holding. That is where you recognize that I am me. So I would say Jalid has not discovered the person he is. He needs to discover himself very well and then know exactly where he's going with his craft. And then at the end of the day, then Ghanaians will come to accept your craft. Automatically, when you accept your craft, you are good to go. Wherever you are going, any event, you'll be able to perform. Let's come back to a personality, to an artist like Lastmeet. Lastmeet just came into the system. And then one way or the other, which is his song Friday Night, with the efforts and publicity and promotion wise, automatically we came to accept him and the song. And since we've accepted him very well and chipped him into the industry, he's trying to raise bars. And he's not relaxing. He's having features with Amrado, which is also doing well. So you don't sit down as an artist. The moment you see you are getting into the limelight, you need to put in much effort. And that's what is working for Black Sheriff. He saw that, no, the people have come to accept my brand, accept my style. Then let me give them more because they are yearning for more. The moment they accept you, give it to them.
Okay.
So Jalid need to sit down, go to the drawing board, make a graph of his talent or creativity, know where he's sinking, know where he's raising. So when he's raising the bar, he knows exactly where he's going.
Okay.
If not, I'll say he's a confused artist.
Oh. I like the last part. If not, I would say he's a confused artist.
That's something.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, you see, that time where Ghanaians would want to relegate musicians when they see that they have been in the industry for a while, I think it's a childish behavior.
Oh.
When you go to Congo, I think Awilo Ngoba is from Congo, right? We know Awilo Ngoba not today. He's still doing music.
Yeah.
Angelique Kidjo is still doing active music.
Yeah.
When Magic System
Yeah.
of Cote d'Ivoire,
Yeah.
they are still in the system doing music. When you Mewe, Freddie Mewe, he's also doing music. Even when you come down to Ghana here, we know Kwabena has been in the
Ebo
Taylor is still doing music. Even Daddy Lumba and Co are still doing music. So why is it that the new generation, when they are there for just a decade or less than a decade, then we are like they have been there for a while, they should resign? Is he also asking us that we should blacklist these 3 people and then bring new crop of artists? We shouldn't be doing that. Let's allow creatives to operate in the system. When they feel like, okay, it's enough, I want to take a rest, so be it.
Okay. All right. Fine.